Kia ora New Zealand, in your bulletin today, Waikato health authorities are reminding holidaymakers a paralytic shellfish warning is in place on the west coast of the North Island from Taranaki to Kaipara Harbour. 26 people have already been admitted to hospitals in Tauranga and Rotorua this month with presumed shellfish poisoning from pipi or tuatua that they'd gathered and eaten from east coast beaches close to Tauranga. More relief supplies have been taken to cyclone-ravaged Samoa by the Royal New Zealand Air Force. Foreign Minister Murray McCully says at the request of the Samoan government, a Hercules was sent to Apia with essential humanitarian supplies and 7 diesel generators on board.
One of the major issues for Samoa at the moment is inability to restore power supply where big generators have been damaged by flooding. So while that work's underway, they need some generating capacity to be able to assist with the recovery process.
Fiji has also received a range of supplies including 300 large tarps, 20 generators, 10 chainsaws and 150 shovels. And Auckland's mayor has announced how this city will help Samoa. Len Brown says as well as aid money, Auckland Council will send engineers who can help get vital infrastructure up and running again.
They need engineers. They need critical knowledge and engineering expertise, and so that is what it'll look like. It'll be personnel support.
As well as giving aid to Samoa and Fiji, New Zealand's providing further assistance to the storm-ravaged Philippines. 2 weeks ago, Typhoon Bopha killed more than 1,000 people. 800 more are missing. Homes and livelihoods have been destroyed with more than 6 million people affected. The NovaPay debacle is still not over. The principal of Ashburton College says staff at his school have been overpaid a total of $40,000 in the latest pay round, which was processed last night. Others have been paid just half of what they're owed. Grant McMillan says he's had to call in staff to sort out the issues. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Education says they're assuring all teachers who've been underpaid that they'll have the money in their accounts before Christmas. The Greens say the government is neglecting the country to the extent that thousands of people are relying on charity and food banks to help them get through this Christmas. Greens co-leader Matilia Ture says food banks and charities work with no government funding and they do an amazing job on a shoestring, especially at Christmas. A leading New Zealand lawyer, Peter Williams QC, is encouraging people to visit New Zealand's youngest convicted murderer behind bars. 13-year-old Jordan Nelson has been jailed for 18 years after shooting 50-year-old Rosemary Kurth.
I think that he should have the best teachers. I think that people should be encouraged to visit him. In a year or two, he should be given some outings and adjustments. I think he has great problems ahead.
Some of New Zealand's top summer holiday destinations, such as Northland and the Coromandel, look like they'll be the top places for rain this Christmas. The former tropical cyclone Evan is moving southwards towards New Zealand as a deep low, bringing heavy rain and humid subtropical air from Sunday. In sport, All Black Dan Carter is reportedly being wooed by French rugby clubs Toulon and Racing Metro in a deal which could make him the highest paid player in the game. Dan Carter was recently named the IRB World Player of the Year, and the number 10 hasn't ruled out a return to France after he already had a stint with Perpignan in 2009. The end of the world may be nigh, as doomsday predictions for today have been based on the ancient Mayan calendar ending. However, there is calm at the centre of the prediction in Chichen Itza in Mexico, where millions of tourists have flocked to get a glimpse of the centre of the Mayan civilization this year. Nobody there seems to be fearful of an actual end of the world as we know it. Well, that's all from me and indeed from the team here at End Zone Tonight for this week and for 2012. We hope you have a very Merry Christmas and we'll see you back in 2013.